okay. It should be marginally less delayed. Also, yes, this first split's basically impossible to beat. I also want to get back into NMG. This controller is really good. It's really, really good, and I think getting back into regular Link to the Past might be a good idea. I kind of also want to play Final Fantasy VIII. I want to get like an 824 in that, but I don't know if it's gonna be good for my business, which is kind of the problem there. Kind of the issue there. But yeah, I think this D-pad just feels really good. Like, really, really good. I don't know if boiling the D-pad is why it feels so good or not, but I'm not, like, maybe I just got lucky and maybe, like, placebo. Whatever the case is, it feels absolutely incredible. I predict it'll last 2 weeks, and then it's gonna fall apart, as the other ones did as well. I'm gonna try boiling another one of the D-pads and see if it has the same lasting impact. If it falls apart and I can't get another functioning one, I'll just go back to doing meme categories. Also, if I can't perform in NMG, I'm just gonna go back to doing meme categories. I still want to get all the world records, but I would like to get a 22. My original goal was to get a 2240 and try to hit either 500 or 1,000 subs this year, which we're already doing great for. The parallel world stuff has been kind of fun. I think overall it's been an interesting experience. We've been doing this game for like, I think 15 days now or 16 days or something. Kind of relaxing at this point though. Like the current parallel world stuff isn't even really. It's not serious. The past 3 days have been kind of just relaxation. Nice, dude. Been very low key, thank God. Doing NMG is gonna be brutal, so I gotta get ready for that mentally. I have been kind of mentally preparing. I'm actually pretty confident. Like, okay, just PBing for me, I think is incredibly easy in NMG. I've been kind of preparing mentally for. Been kind of preparing mentally for getting a 122 though, and just like really get back into the tryhard mindset, and I think it'll go well. I don't know what I'm gonna do after it. One of the things I kind of dropped on last year is like I didn't have a backup plan in case I got world record. I actually like kind of want to create a backup plan this time around. So my backup plan is just to do miscellaneous categories. Yo, the Epi, what's good, dude? No superior time law and got some improvements. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I even changed my route. I'm going to be doing a different route here. I'm going to be doing no arrow bomb upgrades. I looked at the world record VOD and I tracked the arrow route. Not only can you kill all the Vitreous with arrows, which is sick, but you basically are going to have enough arrows by the end. So getting the bomb arrow upgrades, while it's a lot like mentally just easier, it loses minutes. I mean, I think you lose 3.5 minutes or something in that. Let's assume you don't have to pick up the arrow pod, so it loses a little bit less. But I mean, it loses like, let's just say 3 minutes. Like that's way too much time loss. That's way too much time loss. So for something that you like don't need at all. But so that's gonna be another 3-minute time save, and then it's still the Ganon Tower. However, it's to save like 6 minutes. I rooted out Impa's Ways a little bit better with the hovering, so. That saves another, I don't know, like I could probably save another 2 or 3 minutes there. But yeah, I actually do think, I don't know if 259 is possible, but 310 I think is like sub 310 maybe. I think sub 310 is definitely on the table. Yeah, you know what? Sub 310 is definitely possible. Because current world record just off rooting can go down like 11 minutes. Just off rooting. So you'd have a 324. So can it go down another 15 minutes off time? Well, I'm saving 5 minutes every run in Light World, so it only needs to go down 10 minutes. Yeah, I think it can go down 10 minutes. There was a 2-minute error in it. It's also like. So yeah, I do think getting a A 309 is possible. I don't know if 259 is possible. The other thing, the other big question, I mean, should we allow the dungeon warping? Should dungeon warping be allowed? Because the truth about dungeon warping is it doesn't really... It's not really an abusive glitch. Like, you can only do it through Impa's Waste, and you can only warp to a few dungeons. It's clearly not a major glitch also, according to the, you know, the Link to Past rule set, it's not a major glitch. Now, I think the game should have their own unique rule sets, but you can't really ban hover screen transitions in Impa's Waste. The only reason you'd be able to ban the dungeon warping is if you rename the dungeon warping to be non-Impa's Waste dungeons, which is, it's a little bit silly at that point. No, I mean, I think that's the current rule set, just to like preserve the run so that we can not have to root it. I don't think that's really the greatest idea for a run though, like tracking the run. I mean, like I think the dungeon warping should be legal, to be honest. I think for any percent it makes a lot of sense to legalize it, because any percent you're trying to beat as fast as you can anyway. Like any percent already is second quest, and it already, you know. I think that's all it does that's abusive, but it's not that big of a deal. Like the big issue is you just can't ban hover screen transitioning, because then you invalidate a lot of the runs on the leaderboards, and it's clearly not like bannable. In Impa's Waste, like it'd be really silly to ban that. So you'd have to ban screen transitioning through different dungeons, which I just seems to be arbitrary. Yeah, what's up, Death Mask? Thanks for the good luck, dude. Does this kind of 100% run if you don't get the upgrades? Yeah, it doesn't. You have to get the upgrades. The arrow bomb upgrades you don't have to get. You have to get the item upgrades. You have to get the red boomerang, silver arrows, red mail, mirror shield. But the bomb arrows you don't have to. Also, another thing, the blue mail, I'm pretty sure we should skip. Like, I don't know why the route gets blue mail. It loses like 2 minutes to get it, and it doesn't do anything. So I don't know why getting the blue mail is a part of the run. I really have no interest in optimizing this category, especially with the dungeon warping that needs to be addressed. I think that I'm just gonna let someone else deal with it. But yeah, if I ever come back to this category, it's like ever competitive again. I think those are two things I'm gonna try to figure out, because I would like there to be some consensus on that. And actually, the dungeon warping seems pretty fun to root out and also to do runs on. Like, I think the 80% category would be better. You can skip most of Ganon's Tower. Actually, yeah, that's like one of the issues. You can pretty much skip the entirety of Parallel Tower if you allow that stuff. So it's like, well, you kind of have to ban it for like to keep the category clean, but okay, you know, because I don't really want to reset. How much does that lose? Okay, that's fine. I don't really want to reset, so we're just gonna do one run. If this run doesn't world record, I might do a second run today, just to get this category out of the way. Because I want to do it. I actually want to start doing NMG again tomorrow. I'm also not that far away from the end, so I didn't lose that much of it. Boy, if there was a time to reset, this would be it though. This would definitely be a reasonable time to reset. Yeah, okay, usually I get this sort of like, let's say 8:45. I'm barely getting late. 9:30. It's like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. 9:33. I barely lost, but less than 50 seconds. Maybe exactly 50. It seems like you can actually death warp to get to the sword faster. I don't think it'd be faster, but you could probably death warp to get there like barely slower. I mean, maybe 20 seconds. Because I walked a lot, and then I death warped. I mean, if you just walked into a spike, it'd probably lose like 7 seconds to death warp. Like, that's pretty crazy. Nice. I will miss that mechanic. I like that mechanic a lot, the slashing the items. I like slashing the items, and I like slashing pots and dashing through pots. I think, and the multi-dashing is really fun. The multi-dashing is really fun. I do miss all those mechanics. I will miss those mechanics. Look how convenient it is. Yeah, also skipping the bomb arrow upgrades is really nice because you don't have to get the rupees for them. I mean, that's a pretty big time save. Apparently in older versions of Parallel Worlds, there's no shovel, so the Hundo rules on SRC just max out your game version. Because on SRC, there's no differentiation between the game versions. So it's just do the fastest version. So if you don't have a shovel in your game, you just don't get the shovel. And the older versions also had 2 extra heart pieces. So those versions you would just get an extra heart piece. Nice. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know if I want to jump right back into NMG though, or do meme categories and then do NMG. I'm not really sure which one's a better idea. Because doing the meme categories would like mentally prepare me for the category, and physically prepare me, more importantly, like get me de-rusted with the mechanics and stuff, and just get back into like speedrunning. But doing NMG first, like I would basically just be resetting Light World for a few days. But what would happen is I would get a lot more. I'd probably get better quicker. So I'm not really sure which one's better there, but nice soldier aggro. I kind of do want to do all storytellers. See, if I would do meme categories, I'd just do all storytellers, English and Japanese, and then Intended Dungeon Order RTA, and then maybe a complete map RTA. And then probably just do NMG. I might just do NMG though, because it is a lot of fun. That's like the best rat slash there, because you can just do a hard diagonal. You don't have to predict him. If he's on the right, you kind of have to like be wary of him. Okay, 1 heart's still good. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, we're good, we're good. Yeah, my PB, I didn't get the boomerang, and if you don't get the blue boomerang here, you'll run ends. You have to get the blue boomerang here. Hopefully we remember that. Fortunately, it's very easy to get to it. Yeah, to get the boomerang, you have to go through this puzzle right here. I actually remember practicing that puzzle when I originally practiced this game, but then I realized you didn't have to do it for any percent. Pretty funny. Unless I was practicing Hundro, but I don't think I was. Yeah, the developers of Parallel Worlds clearly went overboard on the puzzles, I think, and went underboard on the enemies. Like the entire difficulty of Parallel Worlds is in the puzzle aspect. There's very little difficulty in combat. Regular Link to the Past has a lot more combat difficulty. Maybe it has to do with the Cane of Burna, and they were kind of just like, well, you know, if you're invincible anyway, why make the like there's no combat, like who cares? Maybe that's why it's so frustrating casually, because like there's really no combat. It's entirely like these really obnoxious puzzles that are unbelievably punishing too. I forgot if you have one heart, you can't do that. Okay, this is also great. You have to go backwards. Like, this is just an annoying puzzle. Like, just give me the boomerang and then make it like, you know, make the enemies just like stronger or something. Like, what's the big deal? That's good. But yeah, how is everybody today? I'm doing pretty good still. I'm really positive in my runs. Yeah, one reason I want to actually get back into speedrunning Link to the Past is just want to play good. Like, I haven't played it in a while because my controller never really functioned. I love him, I love playing good. I love being positive in runs, because you can really turn a shitty run into a god run. Just with a good attitude. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I failed that twice recently. And you know, I don't think that shot's good, but whatever. I think you should just throw the bomb down. Oh, you're pretty good at escape. Yeah, my gold's impossible to beat, but this also has the, I accidentally died. So I have 2 bombs, and you went 4 bombs, but, you do chess game in this, and so I'm gambling that I'll just get a bomb in chess game. Yeah, I have 2 bombs, because I died. I had to lose some bombs today. Yes, I'm rated! What's good? Also, how you doing? Zojo, what's good? Also, the Natural Gamer. Hell yeah, main. This is the run, dude. Look at that and fucking D-boost, dude. Oops. Oh, whatever.
You're a winner!
Yeah, done! Thanks for the 25 months, dude! Yeet!
You are an alpha gamer. Welcome to the WQ family.
Okay, good. Where do you get... Oh, I remember where you get the flippers. I'm going to get the flippers right now. Okay. See, in my opinion, this run would have been better if they gave you the boots right now and then not the flippers. Like, if they were giving you the boots right now, like, how much sicker would that be? And then you did Din's Catacombs. And then you got the flippers. And then you never did Nayru's Bay because it's terrible. Nayru's Bay is terrible. The only redeeming factor about Nayru's Bay is that it's really easy. So you don't have to really learn that much. Like, Din's Catacombs, you have to learn a lot. Fair's Isle, you kind of have to learn a lot. Like, a lot of these dungeons, you have to, like, learn a lot. But Neighbor's Bay, you can kind of just watch it when somebody do it, and then copy them. Yeah, so chest came in my PB was gold. Let's see if we can beat that. Wow, that's freaking good. Yeah, my D boost there is so good. That one's perfect right there. Nice. Okay, that's fine. Take some damage, no big deal. Alright, so 50 rupees, that's good. I 1 rupee, that's fine. I think my PB was second try. Maybe it's third try. It was very early on. Okay, so we're good for rupees for the whole run, pretty much. That's really good, actually. I'm not doing any of the bomb arrow upgrades this run. So what that means is I basically don't need to get the rupees. Okay, that's good. I'm going to try to go for a bomb here. Okay, so the reason I got the second chest is I actually really want to get a bomb. It could have been a gold split if I didn't go for that second chest, like looking at the numbers. But yeah, I'm really behind on bombs, which is actually a huge problem. And then I'm also behind on hearts, which the hearts don't really matter, but the bombs do. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I might have to go to the town early or something. But yeah, pretty fast. This is why the hearts don't really matter. That was actually an accident. I was trying to go under him. Is that 1 minute behind Dad?
You're a winner!
Oh, no, that doesn't matter.
You know what?
Yeah, that's thanks for the tier 1 gift sub, the raid and the quick. Thanks for the 52 gift subs in my channel. You really appreciate that. That's fucking incredible. No, the 1 minute behind is irrelevant. I can save like 40 minutes. I think 40 minutes might be. So. It's not good, but I mean, pretty good. If I die in here, I think I have to reset though, because you know what? I'm not gonna reset. So if this run's not world record, I think I'm just gonna do a second run today. This run has a really high chance of being world record, especially because I actually put some effort into, like, I watched the world record VOD today. Like, I've never done that before. I was kind of just improvising before today. That's an alpha gift sub. Yeah, that's fucking huge, dude. Thanks for the gift sub changing Raiden Quick's life forever, turning him into an alpha gamer, which makes him a better gamer now. Gives him free PBs and bigger world records. That's fine. Just can't die now. Okay, good. Yeah, that remix term. 1 heart, yeah. It's actually a good thing because you need to die, but. Yeah, the hardest part about doing Link to the Past any percent again will be Skullwoods, dude. I freaking hate Skullwoods. Like, I don't know how people do this dungeon. I have never been able to do Skullwoods. Except for my 2309 PB. That's the only time in my life I've ever actually got any good Skullwoods. Also, having the boomerang's kind of nice. Yeah, one bomb here is way too low. We'll have to go to town and just get the bombs. No, dude. Alright, that's probably good Armos, dude. My Armoses are definitely, like, way better than they used to be. I learned something on Armos. If you spam slashing, it sends him in a different direction than if you just time his slashes. That's definitely golden. Yeah, what's popping? Brainwash. Wow, a gold split. Yo, it's a rapist. All right, where are we going? Let's just go to. Let's get the boots first. Right. So I'm gonna have to do kind of an improvised route here because I have one bomb, which I need for. That's not it. Wait, do I? What do I need the bomb for? I need it for something. I might not need it for anything. I thought I needed it for something, but like I'm trying to think what I need that bomb for, and I can't think of anything. Because this split's the same as in every category. Even the dungeon's the same. Yeah, right at the start of Din's Catacombs, you need one bomb, but then after that bomb, you get a second bomb, so it's not like that big of a deal. Okay, well, I guess we're good then. So then, I think on Favor's Isle, we have to get bombs anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, I was saying this earlier, but this is probably my last day of Parallel World, so it's been a fun ride. Almost bad. Why is this my last day? Because I already have 3 of the 4 world records, and most likely I'll get the last world record today, which is this category. So then I don't really have a motivation to play this category anymore. My main goal was to do all the world records, and it looks like we did them. What am I doing after? I kind of want to get a 122. That's kind of like my current goal. It depends on my D-pad and then like just random other factors. Yeah, this D-pad right now feels really, really good. So how good this D-pad feels, it's kind of like really motivating to do NMG. But I know after about 2 weeks, it's gonna go to shit. So if it really does go to shit in 2 weeks, then I think what's gonna happen is I'm probably not going to want to do NMG anymore. But the reason I think this D-pad feels good is because I actually boiled the D-pad rubber, and I have a bunch of replacements. And these D-pad rubbers only last like 2 weeks, so that's kind of why it's gonna break in 2 weeks, most likely. But if I can just boil the D-pad rubbers and they actually feel this good afterwards, then what I can do is definitely find a replacement for this, and might actually be able to play NMG for like a long period of time. So, yeah, I think it kind of is gonna depend on what happens. But imagine ordering 69 subs at Subway. I mean, Alpha Move, dude. We're gonna have to do that one day. Oh, that's bad, but whatever. You need that bomb, but whatever. Really huge fan of that strat. This is also like by far the best way to do this room. Whew, okay. Still sucks. Yeah, so if the Moldarms on the right screen, if they're on the map and the hand drops, you have to kill both the Moldarms and the hand. So I gotta kill this guy pretty fast. Because if the hand drops, then I have to kill him, so you lose extra time, but... Okay, good. Should be gold. Yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but my notes say I'm not, so. Okay, favors, I need Town Cave right side, Waterfall HP north, rain screen, left side sky screen, and then do the rest of the same. Okay. I'm gonna do that stuff first then. Yeah, usually you go to your house here. Well, okay. Usually you go to your house and then you go left and then you get the rupees. I can't do that because I don't have a bomb. So I'm gonna have to go up here first. Fortunately, it doesn't really matter because you have to save and quit anyway. But... I need 110 rupees. I think I only need 110. I think I'm good for the rest of the game. Might be wrong in that. You have to buy a bunch of really weird stuff in Hundo. None of which I really remember. I know it's the big bomb, and then... Like, I can't think of anything else. In the old Hundo route, you had to buy, the fairy upgrades. So you need 300 rupees for the upgrades, which is, like, pretty ridiculous. Which is part of the reason I don't want to get them. Yeah, like, look how clean that was. I just think this D-pad right now is invincible. Nice, that was clean as fuck, dude. I am kidding. Wait a minute. Where am I going? How can we break these? Yeah, I think it's faster to fall in here from the library. That's what I try to do. This is so tricky, like putting that fucking high piece here. Okay, so we should get HP 7 here, and then 8 and 9 on Sky Isle. That was HP 7, so I'm up in HP. Or no, that was 6. Shoot, it means I missed an HP. Where did I miss an HP? Right there, that's where I missed it. Okay, now we gotta do Sky Isle. Yeah, I like how I don't actually even have a route. I just do whatever my notes say to do, which are terribly made. So I just end up doing the hearts wherever I kind of remember where they are. Highly efficient route here. Nice, I didn't get damaged by that. I think you have to dash or turn up really late there to not get hit by the guy. If you turn up immediately, he usually hits you. Yeah, we gotta go left here. Okay, now, yeah, the next one we gotta go left. Right. That's why that hover sucks. Oh, fuck, dude. Okay, the issue with that is it's actually like a several minute time loss. It's like a 2-minute time loss. I can get world record. It's gonna be kind of tight at this point. I was expecting to not lose any time, or not lose like considerable time on like silly deaths and stuff. So we have had 2 silly deaths this run, which is like already at 3 minutes. I can't actually beat world record by that much. So we need to really minimize that as much as we can. Well, also, Barnout, how you do, man? We will see what happens. Yeah, that was a minute 30, I think. Failing the hover the second time was really silly too. I don't know why. I don't know why I failed that. Like thinking about it, I could have just easily done that. Whatever. Congrats on the step 2. Hey, thank you, dude. Oh, you mean my old dungeons run? Yeah, that was fucking dope. Alright, let's deal with this again, because who cares? Yeah, I think what I should do is pause. Yeah, I think getting world records is going to be kind of tight right now, but we'll see. If I can do this first try, then that's going to be a huge time save. My PB did this, I think, 4th try or something. Like, it did it so late that... Yeah, my PB did this so late that I actually think I'm going to be saving like 3 minutes in this split. I kind of wish that Heartful healed you. And then, you wouldn't have to talk to this guy. Because you can just do the dungeon with them, You can just do the dungeon with 4 hearts, like, it's not really a big deal. You have to get the fairy anyway, so... I've never done that right there, that's sick. You know, dude, honestly, in Hundo, you don't even need those fairies. Like, thinking about it, because you have 4 hearts for the top, like, you could just you could kind of just YOLO those fairies. You'd have the yellow helmet sword too, though, thinking about it. But I really don't think you need those fairies. I think realistically, you're not going to talk to the... You know, I think the better route here is to not talk to the old guy. And then do this part with 2 hearts. That way you would get a 1 fairy and then... capture the other. But then that's also slower. Like, ideally, you would just skip the fairies entirely. And then you would, do Helmet Star first try. But that's kind of risky. It's funny he has to hold me by the tower. Oh, really? Parallel tower or the, it can't be this tower. Have you ever played this game, Barnell? Yeah, actually, I thought the design of Parallel Tower was really, really sick. Except for the, like, wasted... The obviously wasted, just redoing screens. I don't think anybody wants to redo screens. But outside of redoing screens, I thought the design of Parallel Tower is actually really, really cool. If you don't know in Parallel Tower, what you're supposed to do is do the tower in Dark World. And then, it allows you to get the Kokiri Emerald and the Mirror. And then you redo the tower in Light World. And you get Silver Arrows, and then you can beat the game. So in the regular speedrun, you can skip the Light World version of the tower. Because there's a bomb jump that basically just skips the entire game, pretty much. It skips like half of the dungeon. That you can kind of skip over it, so that it's kind of like an oversight. You played the easy model. Oh, okay, right on. I really don't want to get another fairy here. But it's going to require not getting hit. might as well just play it safe. I guess it's faster to not do this because dying is about the same speed as getting these fairies. So if you just YOLO Helmet Sword, you get a good Helmet Sword, you don't die. I suppose you don't have to capture the fairy the second time. You look for EG roots in that. Oh, have you seen the hovering glitch? It's basically EG. Yeah, in Impa's Ways, you can screen transition with a hover, and it basically just uses the EG map, so you can kind of teleport wherever you want. Well, you can't teleport wherever you want, but you can teleport to specific dungeons, specific screens to specific dungeons. Oh, come on, that was pretty good Helmet Sword RNG. Yeah, I'm saving significant time on my PB, but losing a minute on world record because that death earlier on was pretty brutal. And also just getting lost in the route. But at least I remember to do that. Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure after... Yeah, you go house. Okay, Drager, I gotta go left for HP 10. See, I don't know what that means. Oh, I remember now. Left for HP 10, K for 11, and saving quit. Okay. I can actually do that. This is why, if I don't world record this run, I'll just do it next run because I'm gonna actually remember the route like a lot better. Pretty much since I don't do 2 runs in one day, I never actually like remember the route day to day. Look at the palm trees. You like the beach aesthetic here? I think we did a good job with it. Okay. Okay, bombs at Kakariko apparently, but I'm gonna skip that. Forest HP 12. Okay, we gotta go first. Yeah, it would work really well in a defeat gaining category. Actually, see the thing in a defeat gaining category is there might be a more efficient way to get the gain in, but that's more stuff that just has to be rooted out. But I'm really not interested in rooting out. Oh wow, Boomerang one-shots this guy. It doesn't matter if you lose boom arrows or bombs to that guy. Or arrows or rupees. The bombs kind of matter. Okay, so that's HP 12. Not good in the catacombs. Why? That is my volume. I don't know how much it matters if you lose your bomb there. I do a modified route from the current world record route, which you need bombs for that, but I don't need the bombs. But oh, I didn't split for Ferris Isle. Right. Whatever, dude. Do you think facial hair is alpha? I think it can be, yeah. I think generally, yes. Like, I still like the shave every day businessman aesthetic, but like, let's be real. Okay, I don't remember if you need to get another heart in it. Yeah, there's another fairy. Okay, so I did actually remember looking this up, but it's been a while. No, I think it's right side. Yeah, it's right side. Yeah, my PB, I forgot. I messed this up pretty badly. Oh wow, that doesn't detonate it. Hell. I made it out, dude. Nice. Okay, I got the bomb at least. So my rule is to always have 1 or 2 bombs. Like, you don't need all the bombs in the world in this game, but just take a few of them.
Okay, 1.
So I think it's actually faster to hover down and then left. But... No, it's probably slow. Okay, so we need sword 18, then guardhouse stuff, and then save and quit again. That's why I have a split for items, because it's 20 minutes of item collecting. Also, I think this might be impossible to beat split again, because of the continual failed splits. Nice. Yeah, the only thing I can remember is getting the big bomb. Like, I'm pretty sure that's all I need rupees for. I think because in my PB, or in the previous route, I'd always get the bomb arrow upgrades. Like, you need 300 rupees for those. So, like, the rupee route isn't even solved. But since I got all the chess game rupees, I'm, like, super solved on rupees. Yeah, in chess game, it might actually be faster to get rupees and then the heart piece instead of just blindly getting the heart piece. Because imagine if you get, imagine if you get 150 rupees in your first game. Which isn't unreasonable. I mean, that's suddenly you're doing good. Yo, it's a sloppy, dude! Yeah, guys, those whack-ass soybeans. Oh wait, are we going down? Yeah, I messed this up in my PB as well. This will be a huge time save. This will be a huge time save in my PB, even if it's on the wrong split. Oh, come on. That got the easy one I missed though. What's good, Slag Lord, dude? What's good, Sladkey, dude? What's a popping gamer? Okay, we're good. Nice, dude. Good RNG there. Controller's too good, dude. Yeah, I really like this dude head. For all the people that say I can't find a good D-pad and it's in my head, I like this one. I feel like I found a good D-pad. Wow, it looks like I alerted the blue guard with the bonk. That's crazy, if that's real. Did I have to do some rooting work? No, I didn't do it. Somebody else did it. I just copied world record, dude. I'm not doing any rooting work of my own. I hate rooting. The number one thing I don't like doing in speedrunning is rooting stuff. It's like the number one thing. It's like I have no interest in it at all. I'm just copying every people. It's actually part of the reason I like this game is because it was already rooted out. I didn't have to do any of that. You definitely want to go down. You need to get the heart piece. That's really cool. Okay, I think we go to no, we're still not done. We're still not done with the overworld of this fucking dungeon. Okay, real talk though, I think this category is actually really cool. If you like parallel worlds, I think it's a really great category. If you like hundo categories, if you were looking for a 4-hour hundo run in parallel worlds, I think this category is actually like really sick. It's not really hard, I would say. Like, you know how Parallel Worlds is really hard, and honestly, all dungeons and any percent runs are really hard. This category doesn't have that difficulty, just because you have max items. You get 1/4 magic. You get 4 bottles. And then another thing you get is so it either gives you 1/4 magic, and then I'm pretty sure the other medallions give you like faster regen rate. Another medallion does another thing, but I'm not really sure what it does. But one of them gives you faster regen. Ganon is basically trivial. If you're a speedrunner at all, Ganon is very easy. So a lot of the difficulty is kind of reduced. Yeah, it's really fun to see the whole game too. Okay, so yeah, I think if you're a fan of Parallel Worlds and you want to do like some kind of for fun hundo category, I think this is actually a really good run. It's also really open to rooting. Like, this category is so open to rooting changes. It's insane. Is the world record project based on having them all at the same time or having them at least once? At least once is like the consolation if I can't get them all at the same time. Yeah, main goal is to get them all at the same time, but if I can't for whatever reason, the consolation would be to have them all at least once. But yeah, I'm trying to get them all at the same time. Nice. Ooh, got the rupee. That's what I wanted, actually. The rupees don't matter anymore. Oh, come on. That one's so hard to do. You can dash in that door and I think go high, but it's not really worth it in a run. I think this route's faster in the hookshot categories than just dashing left. Even though I think dashing left looks a lot easier. I think I forgot to get fairies. I did get one. I do have one fairy. My main plan is just to get the fairies in the Link's house. Oh yeah, there's a better way to do this. This route I think is I think that strat's better actually. Oh, I should have got that. I think that strat's better because here, let's get the bombs. You can use Kain for Dragor in this category. And if you do that, Dragor is a lot more manageable because you can actually hit him at the top of the screen, which you couldn't really previously do. So having the Kain in Hundo, it's just another thing that makes Hundo like quite a bit easier. Everybody dashes or walks left and dashes up. It's because you start out with a 2-pixel movement and you end with a diagonal movement, so it should be faster. But I wonder if holding right for some reason is better. Okay, yeah, see, okay, I don't. That may not have hit, but. You can actually hit him comfortably up there with the Kain out, which is kind of huge. Okay, that should be 2. The magic on it's gonna run out really soon, but okay, it should be 3. Yeah, you really just want 3 blue balls in this category, in this game. So I can't even use the Kain anymore. That sucks. Getting 3 blue balls in this game is really fast, actually. It's like really fast. Because any alternative is brutal. Like 4 or 5, 6, it starts really stacking up. So if you can just get 3, you end up saving like a ton of time. It's also why getting 0 is so insane. Like it's just ridiculous RNG. Yeah, I guess using Kain up there is not like that big of a deal. You can just do that anyway. These turrets, I think when you understand how they attack, they're a lot more approachable. I think these turrets are a lot more approachable once you understand their attack patterns. Alright, so It's not a gold, but it's not too far off. It's a time save also. Yeah, minus 8 minutes. That's pretty good considering I lost about 3. 5 minutes on world record. Right on. This is also where I usually get fucked. Okay, Fallen Hull for HP 21. Okay, go to Sink. Bottle HP. I actually think I have the route kind of down at this point. So. And yeah, you can do this hover too. It saves a lot of time. Although, wait a minute. I don't think you do it for right now. You do it later. Okay, go to Sanctuary for items. Let's go. The HP I always usually forget here is the Sanctuary heart HP. Or the Cemetery HP. Now I gotta get the Cemetery HP. I always forget this one. Alright, we go up here. That's so weird. But this is gonna be another huge gold. Like this part, I don't even need the notes for. I just know that you go in the house. Feeling good about the run? Well, I was always feeling good about the run. I mean, I kind of know what I kind of know what to expect. You know? And yeah, this is where you get bottled. You get fairies. So realistically, I don't think you need these fairies. But you know, it's like not a really run, not a serious run. So let's get 2. Yeah, you don't really need those. At least all of them. Like, I think if this run were actually competitive, you would probably skip those. I think the length of the run is fine. Oh, fuck, I don't even bomb, dude. Shit, dude. Okay. It's a 1 in a million, like, fuck, that's so bad, dude. I was hoping I wouldn't get any silly mistakes like this, but... I actually have bumps in the price pack pretty soon, but... No. Hey, LM Pow, how you doing? I think the length of the run is fine. I don't see what's wrong with it, I mean... Okay, it doesn't look like he respawns. No, he does. Fuck. Oh, it's because I got killed by the thieves. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, in Parallel Worlds, there's a ton of fake walls. They have different impact on the game. Here we go. Yeah, I have bomb coming up soon in those guys. Come on, Jelly. Oh, come on, dude. Oh shit, you can actually hold up. Doesn't look like it does a lot of damage. Well, I did the same thing in my PB, so it's not the end of the world. There we go, dude. I'm pretty sure I need a second bomb. Is kind of the problem here. So I'm gonna have to farm a second bomb. I might even need a third bomb. I think what I do is just farm the 4 bomb. Yeah, one issue is that if you exit Light World with very few bombs, you don't really get any more. So this has happened twice now. It's actually happened in my PB as well. I was hoping to save this time on this, but oh well. No, dude, did I really just fucking do that, dude? God, that's bad as fuck, dude. Oh well. I do have a bomb coming up from these guys at some point. Can you get one more than one bomb from him? Yeah, you actually get a 4-drop pretty soon, which is what I'm trying to do. I need one more bombs too. The freaking bomber though, like, threw me off. Yeah, so I'm gonna get magic and then bomb from this guy, and then I'll use that bomb to try to get the. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey, look how easy that was. Out of this. Yeah, here's where you need another bomb. And then another bomb. That's probably better than just bonking neutral though, and it seems like the same safety. So I think I need to throw my sword in. Powder, sword, either. So there's like 3 splits that I lose a significant amount of time compared to world record. One of the splits is this split. The other split is items 1. And then the other split is I think it's items 3. This is like the main splits. I lose a ton of time compared to world record. Outside of that, I really don't lose that much time. We're losing a bunch of time to world record, and this is why. But I didn't really lose that much on items 1. So it looks like we're actually on track. Like this is actually doing better than I was hoping, but we're basically on track or doing better. It's really good. This one actually you don't need a bomb for it. Just walk through it. Thank you. Three minutes. Okay, that was the bomb. That was the bomb. So we just need the AST. It's easy, and then the Spassky. Okay. So this dungeon is basically identical to all dungeons. And it's much nicer in this category because you basically have you're not at risk for dying. In all dungeons, this is actually difficult because you can like die so easily. So there's like very, very low risk in this category, which is really nice for parallel worlds because all the other parallel worlds category, it's like super high risk for dying. You can even route this category to be a little bit safer and like not like get really early bottle and fairy. That's what the Light World guy does that on SRC. I think you can dash this and make it faster, but it's like it's too risky. Okay, good. There's a bomb, dude. That's nice. I think you bonk here, but let's find out. Hey, you don't. There's open the pot. There's a different way to do this, but I think it's slower. Okay, so that key is actually not. It's actually not a It's not a invisible wall trick. It's literally just a broken door. Like the code in the game is just broken there. So that one you don't even need a key for the dungeon. Like you skip a key in the dungeon. What's up, Jodis? What's good, dude? Yeah, we've been winning a lot lately, dude. Yeah, how is Greece, dude? I saw some of your photos. Pretty sick. Hey, that could be faster, dude. Oregon next, dude. Hang out with Apollo. That actually sounds like kind of fun. Okay, good. Come on, dude. I need to come to ESA. I actually do want to go to ESA. It's my primary plan. I gotta get my passport renewed. So it expires like basically on during ESA, like in 2 months from now. I think right there you should just kill both those eyeballs with the arrows. You really don't need those hearts anymore. You want to go to Pace and Issa? I just don't know like if I'm actually gonna do it because I always say this stuff and it like never really comes together, you know. I kind of think this is slower to hover. If you fall, it's definitely slower. But yeah, I have a hunch that it's actually slower to hover that. That could have been good. Try not to die there, but whatever. Yeah, I was trying to beat the cycle at least. At least we got that. Everybody narcs Argus to the top of the screen to make the cycle faster, but I timed this once and it wasn't faster. I don't think it actually does anything. everybody does it anyway. I think the idea actually you want to hit him at a slight angle, that way he doesn't move more. Also, if you kill him at the top, you can just walk down for the crystal. If you kill him at the bottom, you have to like dash up and then walk down. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. I think this is actually time save on world record, which is big for me because, again, there's only like 3 or 4 splits that are like critical. And we've already passed 2 of them. So a lot of the splits, like I can save, I think 9 minutes on Ganon's Tower, or like, it's like 8 on Parallel Tower 2. It's 1 on Parallel Tower 1. I can save like 45 on Ganon. Like there's a lot of the splits I can save a lot of time on. The big ones are like items 3, this is huge, and then I think items 4, Master Sword. Items 3 and Master Sword are like really, really important. Like this is, if I can get past those splits, we're fine. I'll easily get world record, and it's not gonna be, you know, God run anyway. So looking pretty good. Somehow saved in almost a minute. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I actually personally think that you shouldn't get blue mail in this category. But the thing with getting blue mail is you might get a mail upgrade. You might not get exactly blue mail. It might not be blue mail, red mail like in regular Link Pass. It might be an upgrade. I think it is probably blue red like in regular Link Pass because of because that's how a regular Link Pass works. And the blue red at Boomerang also is how it works. So. I think it is pretty typical, but I don't want to risk it, so I'm gonna get the blue mail here. But this is like, if I do runs in the future of this category, which I probably won't, that's like the #1 thing I'm gonna try to figure out is skipping the blue mail, because it's like several minutes for what? Why? And you could probably skip the boss key too. So why do you need the boss key? Right, so normally you get the bomb arrow upgrades here, and I should be really low in bombs. 3, yeah, but we're just gonna skip all that shit. Oh yeah, where's the third part piece? I remember. Like, this is so much faster if you don't get the arrow upgrades. I think he's saving quit here. I think getting the boss key in this dungeon's like not really time loss, but getting the blue mail boss is like ridiculous time loss. Oh no, the boss key is a pretty big time loss too. Yeah, like I just think that should be rooted out. Nice, no dog. Oh, that's a split. Is that really a split, dude? Well, that's it. That's all you do. Okay, so to me that means that I'm probably not going to make that. I'm probably gonna get rid of that split. I didn't know it was that short. Oh, come on. You got this drill massager, good for your shoulders. Oh, cool, dude. That works really well for you. What exactly is a drill massager? Oh shit, so you need the cape, so you have to come back by here anyway. Okay, so that's important. You can't root that out technically. It looks like a drill, basically back massager with attachments. I've seen like rolling massagers, but I've never seen one of those. That room's really fun. Yeah, so the reason I didn't use all my arrows on Vitreous is because I know I have Daruni up next, and you get arrows right here, so. Now the thing is, I'm pretty sure you get another. You come here again. Oh, so you come here to get the blue mail, which I'm gonna try to root out. So yeah, you could have 0 arrows here, but yeah, I'm trying to root out the blue mail, so I have to do that differently. Yesterday I realized it doesn't matter how far you dash out for that spike. Because you're dashing anyway, so that's the difference. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, you want to walk here, and then walk high. And dash. This is another gold split, it looks like. Oh yeah, there's a fastest route than what I was doing here as well. Yeah, basically you carry the bomb to the bottom. Unlike what I did. But yeah, that actually like saves half of it. It saves walking down there. Base hundo. Pretty much nothing matters. Nice, dude. They're a very creative boss here. So you have to come back here anyway, and I'm gonna get 10 arrows, so I'll be okay on the arrow route. Also in Darunia's, I did find a route upgrade in Impa's Waste. If you just hover right and then walk into the portal, you can go to Darunia, which is a lot faster. So that's kind of dope. And it's also why I just don't think screen transitioning while hovering should be banned at all, even though it does technically abuse the sub-map. I think when you do it to other dungeons though, like, that seems abusive. And if there's an argument for banning this, I think you should separate it. It seems a little bit silly, but I don't know. That's the current rule set, just because I don't really want to. I don't really want to reroute these things. I'd like to keep it no major glitches style, and then nice, saved 6 seconds. Yeah. Also, I would like to. I want to just someone else. Like, no one's actually like taking these categories seriously. So. I think it's fine if there's like this huge glitch that is ignored. I have to mail you a crate of mint chocolate bars and anything. Dude, that'd be fucking epic, dude. Since I lost my wallet, I actually haven't bought any. I haven't eaten. I basically don't even eat anymore. Yo, I actually found my my debit card. It's a really funny story. You guys know how I lost my debit card? It's a really funny story of how I found it. So I like cancel my other debit card. How did I lose my debit card? I canceled my old debit card. I'll tell you. I canceled my old debit card. I finally called the bank and be like, okay, I need a new one. Like, okay, great, you know, let's fire up the process. And finally I ordered a new one, and I go to the bank. Like, I'm walking to the bank because they can just print them there. I'm walking to the bank, and they're like, they are like, great. So I get my raincoat. It's raining now. I get my raincoat on. I said, you don't need to do this. Nice, dude. You get my raincoat on to like put my get my debit card, and then. So I put my raincoat on, I'm about to go to the bank, I put my hand in my pocket, in my raincoat, and I feel my debit card, and I'm like, oh, well, that's good. Like, my first reaction was like, oh, this is really good. And then I started to realize, like, fuck. What the fuck, dude? Like, I've been struggling these past few weeks, not being able to buy food, not being able, you know, like, wondering where it is, like, all these other issues. In my fucking raincoat pocket. I couldn't find it. Like, of course I couldn't find it in my coat pocket because it wasn't in my coat pocket. I'm like, where could I have put it? So I figured I must have just dropped it on the ground because that's happened before. But I didn't drop it on the ground. It was simply in my put in my raincoat pocket instead of my other pocket. Wow, I have 0 bombs left. Oh, I should have got bombs in cheeks. That was a mistake. Well, I don't know if that matters. I don't think it does. So we good. Also, I learned this earlier. You can slash this guy down. Yeah, if you slash that guy down, it's actually quicker. But I missed him. Yeah, I'll have to get some bombs somewhere. Thanks for the good luck there, Finn311, dude. Yeah, it was. See, the thing is, Zaz, I'm pretty sure my debit card was somewhere stupid. Like, I'm pretty sure it was somewhere stupid. But I went like a week and a half, and I couldn't find it somewhere stupid, and I figured, you know what, it might be somewhere stupid, but... Okay, you just want to get hit by those guys. It might be somewhere stupid, but it's like, I'm kind of falling apart here, so... Alright, you don't have fire rod yet. Alright. I see. Wait, it's this one. Did he miss the big face cam? When was that? Oh, on my freaking casual streams? Yeah, that's pretty funny. I don't know if using cane there is better, but... Right here, I'm pretty sure you can avoid it. At least it's like kind of brain dead to use it. I think you need it anyway later. I actually was just exploring this dungeon. There's a faster way to do this dungeon on a different ROM because one of the doors is bugged. So I don't have that ROM, so rip. But you can just skip the Armos fight entirely, which is pretty big. Also, right here, there's another way. If you go north, you can actually only push this room once, which is like clearly faster, so. There's some routing things that can be changed in that dungeon for sure. Also, I finally realized you just want to walk 2 tiles down here. Actually, I said it. Yeah, you just want to walk 2 tiles down here. A lot easier. 27 hits. That is ridiculous. You need 32. Normally. Alright, well, at least it's a gold split. No, I felt like I was missing something, but I wasn't. I got the Samaria, which is what you need to get. Okay, yeah, next up... So I think what I'm going to have to do is get rid of this items 3 split and just have a 11-minute Sheik's Hideout split. I don't see the point in having an items 3 split for something that's less than 3 minutes long. Surprised the dashes are faster than spins. Yeah, they're a lot faster. Well, also, in A Link to the Past, you have the Tempered Sword. So I have the Master Sword. But that's part of the reason. Like, I think if you had... I think this spins... Also, with Cane of Samari, with Cane of Burna, you actually can't charge a spin with the Cane of Burna. So that's another reason you don't spin. Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of interesting reasons for that. Also, we got to do less exploring here because I already know where the heart piece is, and I failed the route here like 6 times, so... Fortunately, yeah, that means less exploring. It looks like I'm okay on the heart route. I want to do a second run after this, because I'm not going to be doing regular Link to the Past anyway. It's going to be a pretty short stream. Like, this run's not going to be that great of a run. Might as well do a second run. I lost like 10 minutes already. Okay, push block, hook over hull. So the first one's really easy. This one's really easy. Oh shit, dude. I think I did it right. Yeah, you go up. This is the second hold to my right. You don't want to get ahead of myself here. I also have 0 bombs. That's like an issue. That's a big issue. I need to get bombs. Like this dungeon, I have to get bombs. Okay, up, left, right, up, left, right. Okay. Come on, dude. Okay. Up, left, right. Down, left, right. Okay, up, left. Right. So now I think now it's down, yeah. So this puzzle's actually really, really easy. There's a pattern to it. Every time it forks, you just change the fork pattern. So like, I'm gonna go into this ice hole. The next time you come here, you go to the right side, so it'll like fork. Oh, come on, please don't kill me. Yeah, I just need a good place to get bombos. I needed to stock up in Sheiks. That is the trolliest thing you've ever seen. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Well, also, that bridge, if you don't do it fast enough, you, like, fall, and then you have to redo the entire section. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, imagine doing this casually. I think it's probably pretty awful. In the speedrun, it's very straightforward, fortunately. It's just a lot of, like, walking, but... I think in the speedrun, I think casually, this is, like, probably on par with how awful the dungeons are. Yeah, you just go right. So, like, every time this forks, you just change it, and then it'll fork again. So, in the pattern for that's pretty straightforward. I mean, that doesn't really matter, but it's kind of annoying. I also have to do this. I think I don't have any more fairies. So I have to do this without... I have to do helmets or no bombs or fairies, which is like a huge time loss. I'm thinking that you want to get the A drop from the skeleton, or like, yeah, try to find a way to get the A drop. Or stock up right before you exit. Yeah, I think right before you leave for Dark World, find a way to get bombs, because you need 10 bombs going to Dark World. Like, there's just nowhere to get bombs. You can get 5 in Sheiks. I did miss out. I forgot to get 2. But huge time save if I could do that. Yeah, doing the, oh, actually, I have 7 hearts and, okay, well. Yeah, I have 5 hearts. Oh, I have blue mail, right? Okay. Okay, there has to be a better visual cue than what I use. Still pretty easy, and it's gonna be a huge move. Yeah, no turrets for that fight. It's a lot easier. The other Helmosaur fights have turrets, or you have like worse items. So that one's definitely the easiest. Yeah, okay, this next split's also a huge time save for me. This run, I know I've lost a minimum of 6 minutes. I'm guessing more time than that. I actually really don't know where to get bombs. For Saria, we have to backtrack to HP. Ice HP at top of room, whatever that means. And then we go into the forest. So we go to... Oh shit, I have 144 gold, which means I can actually buy bombs from the town. Okay, maybe that's gonna be the new bomb route. You just buy bombs from the fucking village. That's the new bomb route, dude. Well, I lost time on World Record. That does not make me feel good at all. What the fuck did I do wrong there? I guess because like I get lost in the puzzle, and his Helmosaur fight was probably like 20 seconds faster. Still. Yeah, we're up here. Yeah, my PB actually saved in Quay here, so I had to manually come back to get this star piece. Yeah, check out this swag, dude. Holy shit, this is so fucking cash. Look at that, dude. I don't know, how many bombs is that, dude? That's freaking sick, man. That solves my problems right there. I'm definitely gonna try to do that in the future. That might be faster than rooting in the bomb shack. I think almost certainly it is. That's like not even an inefficient bomb thing. Like do that when you get the big bomb. Wait, no, you don't sit and quit. Yeah, like I think actually we should just do that when we get the big bomb. Or right before the big bomb, because we have no bombs going into the Dark World. But I might just be able to root it better. That's like definitely Oh no, we go in there, yeah. Wait. South End Forest for another HP. Cave for HP. Okay, so I know where I'm going, I think. Yeah, up here there's an HP. And then to my right is the Red Boomerang, actually, which my last PB didn't get, which means it wasn't actually 100 run. And that's, we're on track with the HP. Nice, dude. And then apparently the dungeon's very similar, one room's different. I'm not sure if I have infinite magic yet, but there's some point where like, I think you have to get the second medallion, but you basically don't run out of magic, even with the Kanon. It's incredibly like unlikely. Wow, dude. World record actually gets a key in this dungeon that you don't need. And he loses like a good 45 seconds to get it or something. It's pretty funny. You do get bombs in this dungeon thinking about it, so actually I was okay on the bomb route. I still think buying bombs from that guy is probably the best thing you can do. Yeah, you get bombs like right there. These one tile gaps there, it's a 2-frame window for the dash, which is kind of hard. Usually the one tile gaps are a 3-frame window. Like right there is a 3-frame window, which is really easy. But if the entrance is one tile, or if like half the entrance is blocked off, it ends up being a 2-frame window. It's like way harder. Like so, yeah, that's 3 frames. That's a nice change. Come on, dude. Nice, dude. I've never gotten that before. Much easier than the bomb version. My L button barely works here, so this is like really hard for me to do. You have to press L and X in order to like spawn this to like get rid of the walls. Holding L for me is like borderline impossible. And then you have to hold X and A for the dash. So it's just like it's just impossible. It's actually kind of like Super Metroid. I think ideally you just do it without the L and X. But yeah, just do it kind of like blind. Problem is I don't know where I'm going. Interesting, there are actually tiles inside doors. You can see, yeah, it's actually like, a lot of the unfair mechanics in this game aren't actually that unfair. In fact, they tell you about a lot of them. They're just really difficult to get to. Like all the items to throw in the fountains, they actually tell you about. Inside Darunia's Cavern, you have to defeat Armos surrounded by spikes and 4 turrets, which is really difficult, even with max safeties. It's really hard. But it actually tells you. Let's just check how many bombs I have. 6, okay. So I guess buying bombs from the bomb shack literally only gives you 3 bombs. Kind of a scam, but whatever. But yeah, the game actually tells you about a lot of the trap stuff. So it's actually not like that unfair. I really think like the most irredeeming part of this game is definitely the backtracking if you fuck up. Like I think that's like just takes away so much of the game. Nice arrow particle. That's really cool. I wonder if they all get that particle. Yeah. I guess that's their shadow. Like originally in Parallel Worlds, if you went to Guardhouse and you died in Guardhouse, you had to go back to the house, and then on top of that, there was no punch mechanic. Like, okay, I get that that's difficult, but it's just not even like you don't even really get to play the game. Yeah, Alex on Twitch Prime, dude, for 23 months. That's freaking amazing, dude. Really appreciate that, man. Thanks for joining the W Army, dude, for 23 months in a row.
Welcome.
Change the universe, dude. How's it feel? Also, we're 10 minutes ahead of world record, which means pretty much is guaranteed to be like a 315. Okay, dungeon, we already did that. Rudo is up next. Bottom floor for boss key. Redo statue room, can't wait to do that. Get the AST early on. Get the 1/4 HP. And then get the red mail. So that's very easy to do. And yeah, I still haven't even cashed into my time save in Impa's Way. I came up with a route for that that's considerably faster and more efficient than what I'm doing, but I never actually wrote it down or anything, or even practiced it. I just came up with the idea of it for it, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that first try, but it'll be fun to experiment. That's like God RNG except for that lag. Dude, if you go to the right side, you can actually go around that pot right there. I can't imagine it's faster than it. And no fire snake too, that's sick. Right when the statue touches that left like line on the ground, that's when you can stop pushing it and it'll line up pretty much like perfectly with the switch up there. This is really sick. I just realized. Almost lost so much time. I don't know if mirroring out is faster here. If you don't mirror out, you have to do the statue anyway, but it's like slightly different. Like maybe there's no enemies, so that'd be more fit. Maybe that'd be easier. But yeah, I just do it because it seems better. I mean, like less backtracking, and then also you can just dash right. I actually don't think the statue puzzle's that bad. Some parts of it are pretty fun too. Yeah, so the left side of this block's gonna touch this last line right there, and you just like stop moving. It just lines up exactly. It's so sick. I can't tell if that's faster than just dashing down here. I think it's slower. Okay, pretty good. 3 of 7. Uh-oh, I think I lost. Oh, I got it. Yeah, if you do this puzzle really fast, you don't actually have to, your cane out. I think it requires good RNG in the fire snake there at the beginning. Like, I got pretty bad fire snake RNG here, so had to pull the cane out. But yeah, if you do that really fast, it's like caneless, which is huge. That's also so fun. Oh fuck, dude, whatever. Nice, dude. Okay, so that's way easier than it looks. Or than it, it's as easy as it looks, but it's way easier than, like, what you get in runs. I've definitely, like, overcomplicated that. Like, I think in my next run, what I'm going to do is just skip blue mail, get red mail, and if I get the blue mail instead of the red mail, I'll just go back to Sheik's and, like, eat the time loss. Because I'll still PB regardless. No, dude. I think you want to be basically exactly on that 6th tile, but you want to be like slightly to the left. Slightly to the left. Nice. I need to find a way, if I do that pixel perfect, to just like recognize that and then hold up for that dash. So I might just take the damage boost there in Hundo, because you always have full hearts. So I really need these arrows. I think I have 5 arrows or something. I should have 6 arrows at this point. Really good moth, dude. I've never had a moth that good. Hey, look at this fucking huge gold. Huge fucking gold there. I think of mine as 12 minutes on world record. I can save a ton. Like later on, my big time saves are like these are my 2 big time saves, and Ganon's a little bit. These splits, items, and Master Sword, I'm losing time on. Impa's Ways, I'll probably lose time on, but if my root kicks in, we'll save time. I don't really remember the route for Impa's Ways, unfortunately. I think for Impa, you just hover right, go into the warp, go up 3 times, and then you go down to the AST, and then you go back up to the boss key, and then you hover down, and that gets you at the Ice Rod. And then you just mirror, you go to big key. So actually, I think I know the route. Well, never mind then. I guess we're doing good. Okay, so Impa Ways is another 3-minute time surge. Yeah, I actually think the Hundo run on this is like really dope. Wait, I don't think you do that. I think you just walk up. So I fucked up. Okay, no, apparently I did it right without even really recognizing what I'm doing. Hey, damn non, how you doing? What's up, gamers? I don't think you go into that warp. We will find out though. No, I was right. Yeah, my Ice Rod dude is so fucking good, dude. 208 Ice Rod, dude? Holy shit, that's so fucking fast. That seems like 5 minutes over whatever the hell else I was doing. I just need to get the big key, we're good. Like, I think you could probably go from Big Key to Moldorm, but I couldn't find a way to do that. Jesus Christ, dude, what the fuck? This dungeon's so fast. Nice lag. Yeah, fucking 5-minute dungeon, dude. Great. 11 minutes. I saved 6 minutes on my PB. And I think I'm saving like 4 on world record or something. So we're minus 60 minutes. I haven't even seen my 9-minute time save. And I've probably lost like 7 or 8 minutes. Actually, I think I've probably lost about 8 minutes this run. So let's just say 15 plus 9 is 24 plus 8. Yeah, 32 minutes. I actually think 259 is for sure possible. I mean, if you just look at my calculations so far, we're at a 302. 302 or 303. I think easily you could go down to 259. So 259 is like the god run for Hondo. And that's without the dungeon warping. The dungeon warping would save another 15 minutes or something. Okay, next we just go to Parallel Tower, Bomb Jump, Bomb Room on BJ screen. I think it's pretty straightforward. That cancels your dash for some reason. I should probably pull the ice sword out. Actually, we should be okay. No, dude, not this fucking bug, dude. If you fall there, you go down, and you have to redo the Lama fight. But if you get that bug, like, what else are you supposed to do? Go back in the room, light the torch, and then come back? Like, that's super stupid. Cover on invisible. Yeah, that's funny. It's a good way to put it. Right, you don't need that bomb. You need that bomb in a. You don't need that. In or that heart. You need the heart in any percent, which is the other category you do this room in. So I'll have 11 arrows, so I'll have 16 arrows. Okay, so I guess if you go up and he lasers you, you have to hold up, but if he doesn't laser you, you're fine. Yeah, I'll have 16 arrows for Armos, which is enough. You only need 15, really. And then, the reason you can skip the bomb arrow upgrades is because you actually have 20 arrows for Ganon at the end. You only need 19, and then during Parallel Tower, you basically have enough arrows as well, so it's like very safe. Yeah, you get arrows in that pot, actually. And you definitely don't need this magic, so we'll just skip it. Save some time. Fuck. At least the Parallel Tower redos are like ridiculously trivial. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, okay, so I guess what we should do right now, we got to... Get the boss key mirror and the Kokiri emerald. I will do all that. I gotta do a ton of stuff. After I mirror, there's a ton of stuff I gotta do, and the next split is usually where I lose a bunch of time on World Record. Fortunately, we're minus 15 minutes, so I basically I can't get fucked on it. Plus, I'm skipping the arrow upgrades, so I pretty much am guaranteed to get World Records right. I'm curious. Okay, so saving quit the church, get a heart. I think that's in the K in the cemetery. Above sword house with the hearts. Okay, we'll do that then. Saving quit the house and then do endless beach, and then I think you do that's when you do the master sword. So the first heart you get on the left. And then we get the pyramid, and then go to the right for the 4th HP, and then the K for the 1/4 HP. Script the arrows, swimming K for the key, okay, I know where that is. And then get the 2nd HP on the way to Sky Isle. And then we do Parallel Tower again, which we just need to remember to get silver arrows, and that'll be a gold split. Well, if we can get the hover, because that hover is definitely not easy. And then we need 19 arrows for Ganon, so. Should be okay. I realize you don't want to hit left right there because you go up. You want to go down for that. So I've been doing that wrong the entire time. Yeah, any percent's cool because magic actually matters in this dungeon. All dungeons is cool because it's like you have to do a lot of dungeons and you have pretty low resources. I think Hundo is actually really cool just because you get to do so much of the game. It's definitely like considerably easier though. Although thinking about it, if you don't do the hovering, there's a lot of improved difficulty. Like there's a lot of increased difficulty. Ganon's tower is brutal. I mean, you basically can't compete with top times if you don't do the hovering. You could also probably just hold up here and take the damage because you have so many hearts. Not only is it like really hard to die because I have so many HP, but you full heal later on and it doesn't even lose time for full healing. So it's like you do not care about your hearts at all here. Yeah, if you can't hover in this category, you are losing, I want to say 15 minutes, maybe 12 minutes. It's insane how much time you lose. And then not only that, it's way more difficult. So if you can hover, this category is like considerably easier. That's not entirely true for the other categories. And a lot of the hovers you do here are like slightly more complicated than just hover like a tile or two. That's the one hover that like hardly does anything. So this hole, if you fall into, you have to redo a layer. But on the right side, if you fall into that hole, you don't have to redo the layer for some reason. Pretty good Armos though. My Armos there is so much better than it used to be. Oh, you know what's better than Hookshot here? That's probably better. Oh, so good. Oh, let's try to yellow this. We're actually almost done with this iteration of Parallel Tower, because you don't do all of it. You skip like 10 screens or something. Yeah, if you fail your hover here and you fall, you lose a ton of time. The hover here barely saves time too, so it's like really not worth it. But you can't hover there for extra time too. Wow, dude. It's actually on purpose to kill that the first head like that, but I don't know if that's the right thing. Yeah, to get the double kill, that was on purpose. Was it the right call though? I don't know. You want to double it. That's sick too. Here's where you go down. If you go down, you can actually get back to. You can go down the tower. Yeah, here's where we basically skip the last few floors. And this is actually the intended way to do Parallel Tower, where you have to do it twice. You have to do it once in Dark World. You go left here, you get the mirror, which allows you to go back to Light World, and then what happens is you actually are able to do the first floor properly, and then since you do the first floor, you can hit the switch, which allows you to go to the right instead of left there, and you actually get to gain in that way. So this is like the official way to do it, which is pretty cool. The other reason that hovering saves so much time over not hovering is like you normally would have to bomb jump there, which you actually kind of run out of bombs. So when you hover everything, that's never a risk. So it's like, I think that you want hovering in your like, it's the first two. This is funny too. Just go through there. A great place to put the fucking mirror, dude. Jesus Christ. In regular, like, the past, they just give it to you, or, like, without, like, bullshitting. Okay, so there's one more thing I need. I need the arrows to get back up. So I need 20 arrows, and technically I need 35 arrows, because I'm not going to have any arrows for the Armos the first time around. So there's two things I'm thinking. I gotta get 5 arrows somewhere. I know I'm going back to the town, so maybe we can get some arrows in the town. I feel like I fucked up, dude. Wait, I did fuck up. I think he's saving quick after that. Yeah, he's saving quick. Okay. You still mirror though. Yeah, surprise is in Dark World, but then I realized you pretty much have to be in Dark World there. So. And then you save and quit the church. Okay. And then I split. This is where I split. Dope, dude. Okay, so then now what do I do? I think I know where I'm going. Cemetery. Yeah, there's a heart in the cemetery that you can't access earlier because it requires the second bracelet. So let me just get it now. I don't think this cave has anything I'm looking for. Might as well get some fairies. Oh yeah, we're going to wow, that's like the god pixel. When you switch to the cape, you can't use it for a period of time. So it's like really weird. I don't know why that's a thing. You gotta watch out for that whenever you switch the cape. I think it's because you can't like switch the cape and then immediately use it. But what about the Cane of Burna? Like, I don't know why the cape is built like that. I always thought it was kind of weird that they give you two invulnerability items, but so you can't actually dash off these left, right. You can only dash off them north. If you dash off this, it's like really bad. I always thought it was weird in this game how they give you two invulnerability items when you don't even really use them. Okay, be your favorite item. Why is your favorite item? Oh yeah, right. So they give you two invulnerability items, and you don't really use either one of them. Like, why would they do that? But to be fair, shit, I'm confused. Yeah, to be fair, the cape actually has like puzzle functionality, so it's not completely like identical. But why is the Burna? Now you don't even need Burna. I guess you don't need the cape either, but the Burna's pretty out of the way in regular Link to the Past. All right, you don't go down there. This is gonna be another massive time save in my PB. I might lose time on World Record though. It's called the anti-sword beach in the Dark World because everything, like there's like a million turrets. There's those jellies, and then there's I think there's pickles as well. I'm not really sure. And then it's like really dumb if you have a sword. It's so stupid. Wow, dude. Kinda wish they gave you a Master Sword slightly earlier in this game. Because Master Sword's fun, like having sword moves is fun. And they just never give it to you, like right until the end. You never even do sword moves in this game. The only time you ever use sword beams is if you get the Master Sword and then you slash for fun. Other than that, you never actually have like the hearts required for it or anything. It always mystified me going to graveyard. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad in the cave they put something down there. Okay, good. Yeah, you actually get sword beams now. You will see if only if I do it once, which I don't think I will. Because you just dash through that, so you lose your HP anyway. And then guess what? You heal, but you can't actually slash here. So really great design there. Same with Burna. Burna, like, I think it's way hard to get to casually. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we're good on HP as well. And I'm not doing the arrow upgrades, which you can do. Do you go down there? I can't remember. Yeah, you do need a key. Also, that Mimic right there, it changes. For some reason, it changes between an Igor and a Mimic. I don't know how you trigger it, though. I don't actually... You might not need that key, thinking about it. But at the same time, you might. Because I skip a lot of parallel towers, so I probably need the key. You see, now how it's an Igor. Why is it an Igor? What happened to my Mimic? Oh, thank God, dude. It's really not the end of the world if you would soft lock there. I just have to come back here later, but it's quite a bit easier that I've done it soft lock. And yeah, we actually have to go do parallel tower again. I can't wait. Like, I guess if you had full HP right there, you could use the sword beam to kill that bat. That'd be cool. That's like the only functionality of actually use sword beams in this entire game. Alright, since we have 18 hearts, let's deal with this. Look how easy that is. Man, I fucked it up. That's the easy part. No, dude. Okay. I still think there's nobody that truly understands like how to successfully hover. Like my hover consistency is pretty low, I think. If you just straight up look at like if you take my hovers for like face value, they're pretty inconsistent. Shoot. The Master Sword's like not even good. It still sucks ass. It's just, it's a huge upgrade from whatever the hell I used to use. Did you know your sword, oh yeah, that's actually a split. Did you know your sword's actually not, stronger? The spins, the level 2, I think the level 3 sword as well. It's not, the spins aren't actually stronger, they don't do more damage. That's another reason, because somebody's asking why don't you spin Vitreous. That's another reason you don't spin Vitreous. Like, there's just no point. Wow, I actually saved time on world record on that. That's entirely because I didn't get the arrow upgrade. The rooting stuff, I pretty much am guaranteed to lose time on compared to world record. I was like, what the fuck? I like forgot what I was doing. It seems that would be a bug. What? The, what would be a bug? Spin's not being stronger. I think it's intentional. It might be a bug. I think it's intentional. This game is full of really stupid intentional stuff. I also looked at the change. I looked at the changelog on the Parallel Worlds 1.23 release. I'm on 1.2, but I looked at the changelog for the 1.23 release, and they didn't say anything about spins not doing more damage. And they did reference a few key doors that you could just dash through that were specifically bugged. So I think it's intentional, which is just like, oh, that's really cool. It's possible the level 3 sword has stronger spins. I don't even think so though. The old All Dungeons world record, it used to actually upgrade the sword, and I never understood why. Like, this is what I'm saying. It's like, with hovering, it's not really about consistency or like how epic your hovers are. It's, you have to be able to hover on command. That's like the most important thing about it. If you can do that, you're in a really good position. Like, nothing else really matters when it comes to hovering. I think a lot of people don't realize that. It actually took me a very long time to really learn that. That's why I'm always like critical of how people hover, because I think most people don't hover to do the hover, they hover for like other reasons. Like a lot of people are doing it for okay, yeah, that's perfect. So I'll have actually 100%. So this is actually a 100% world record, almost certainly. Like, in fact, it's close to being a 259. I'll be like minus 47 by the end, so it should be like a 309-ish. Fuck, that was really great. At least Ice Rod has like massive potential. Yeah, I think we skipped this magic again. There's just no point in this category. So I have 6 arrows. I really want more arrows than that, but nice. Looks like I'm just gonna have to do Armos with 11 arrows, which isn't the big end of the world. That in every other category, that's like so annoying to get hit here. In this category, it just doesn't matter though. Base Thunder. Why the Ice Beam over the Fire Beam? Okay, there's 2 reasons. Number 1, they nerfed the Fire Rod. It takes 3 hits to kill the Lamnos. Now, in my opinion, there's actually a really good argument to use the Fire Rod because of the splash damage. So, I think you can get away with using the Fire Rod and still getting the 2-cycle pretty reliably. In fact, it might even be more reliable than the Ice Rod. The other reason is because you can have multiple particles on the screen with the Ice Rod. I don't know the exact details of that. Like, it might be capped at 3 or 4 or something. I think it's capped at 3. Fire Rod's capped at 2, and when the particles stay on screen, they don't leave screen until they actually fully leave the screen. So you can have more projectiles out of the Ice Rod. So like, you can definitely get 1 cycle with the Ice Rod. In fact, I did it before. Getting a 1 cycle with the Fire Rod is basically impossible. So the Ice Rod has more potential there, and I think it's harder. I do think it's harder, but I think it has more potential. I think it's worth it. Yeah, the Fire Rod nerf though is the main reason. Like, that's just like, okay. I don't know why I called them beams instead of rods. My brain isn't measured by nice. Nice. I didn't even notice that, dude. Team Fire Rod. The Fire Rod, the thing with the Fire Rod is, like, Fire Rod might be more consistent for that fight because of the splash damage. I think it just has less potential, so... It's a similar debate on the first Lambo fight. Do you use Cane of Burna or Ice Rod? And it's like, well, Ice Rod has more potential, but I hate doing the Ice Rod. This game's really interesting. Yeah, I really think one problem with Parallel Worlds is there's not enough combat in the game. It's like, the game's almost entirely puzzles. There's like no combat at all, and like, regular Link to the Past is really good because of the combat, like the speedrun. The puzzles help out that aspect. It's like I don't think there's puzzles in this Link to Past speedrun take away. Like, they're fun to complete, and like, they're interesting, there's always different ways to do them. But in this game, it's like, there's no combat at all. It's entirely puzzles, so... Fortunately, there's a bunch of Armos fights, and you know, the Vitreous fights are pretty like linear. Unfortunately, I think it does kind of take away because a lot of the screens are just like this is a puzzle, you know, another puzzle-ish room. I don't think this one really counts as a puzzle. I definitely did not do that in my PG. But it was epic. Okay, nice. Like, even even a lot of the screens with enemies, it's like, well, they put Wizrobes in the map. Well, that's not really a combat. They put Wizrobes there to restart your HP and to make the rooms more annoying. Like, there's no mimics, there's no Igors really, there's no like Eastern Palace is a lot of rooms with combat. Like, very few enemies have keys. Wow, so I actually have to do this with Fire Rod, okay. Yeah, like, okay. This is another debate, which one's faster here, Fire Rod or Ice Rod? Because the Fire Rod does splash damage, but it takes 8 hits instead of 6. So, for the single guy, there's no debate. He would just kill him with Ice Rod. And especially because I have to do this one with Ice Rod, too. Alright, let's try to get this. Nice, dude. Oh, so good. Okay, so I'm really looking for 5 arrows in this room. Or no, not this room. I think it's 2 rooms from now. I really need 5 arrows. No, okay, it's like 7 rooms from now. My arrow route is kind of dependent on getting a drop. Which I figured is considerably more... It's considerably faster than It's considerably faster than getting the upgrades. Okay, so I was hoping for a drop there. And I did not get a drop there. Or I got a drop there, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I kill 6 guys here, and we just hope we get a drop. There's arrows. There's perfect. So that arrow, but the argument is like, is that faster than the alternative? Actually, yeah, I think I have to do this. Right? I got you. Even with the choking there. Yeah, you full heal here too. Sick. That's how we get powder, which gives us bombos as well. Fuck, are you kidding me, dude? That's why this hover is fucking hard, dude. The problem with this hover is doing it the second time, it's like you kind of run out of steam. We have 17 more tries. Nice, thank God. Third try, we'll take it. My first and second run were both first try, so I'm probably losing a little bit of time on this split, but that's still significantly faster than the alternative. Yeah, the alternative is to redo half of the dungeon, or like it's to redo about 6 minutes of the dungeon, like a third of the dungeon. Like fuck that, dude. Yeah, you have to do that for this category if you're trying to get competitive times. My PB got that first try, so I definitely saved. I definitely lost time here, and I'll probably lose time on this split. I do have 5 arrows, which is really good. And I fucked up. Fuck, dude. No, what are you kidding me, dude? Okay, I think this is a time loss. that might rip the that might rip the 309. The reason I went back in the door, I was trying to swag out. I thought I was doing lame-o. So I was trying to bonk on the door backwards. Which is really stupid. Yeah, you get 5 arrows here. So I already have 5 arrows. So I have 10 arrows now. You need, like 15. You need 19 arrows, so I need another 10 arrows. But I think there's actually 5 arrows in here as well, yeah. So now I have 15 arrows. Here's the lame-o fight. It's where you bonk on the door. Nice, dude. Okay, 0 keys. So it looks like you do need that key. Actually, it looks like I'm going to be saving time on this split. This is pretty nuts. Because, oh, that was bad. My PB, I actually forgot to get silver arrows, so here's the other 5 arrows. Okay, I think... Yes, a gold split by 4 seconds. That's crazy. Hey, that means the run is still alive. The 309. Wait, do I need the powder first? Wait a minute. I think what I need to do is... Fuck, I fucked up, dude. Well, there goes the 309. Yeah, you need to go down here. Okay, mushroom for bombos. That's all you do. And then you flew to the area. This split's supposed to be a minute long. So. Okay, we can still do it. We can still do the 309. It's gonna come down to RNG though. Oh fuck it, I already fucked up. That should work. Come on, dude. This is the RNG. I need good RNG here. Actually, no, I don't. Okay, I don't need bad RNG though. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be okay. Not on the God run, dude. Not on the God run, dude. It's not really God run. That's 19, 20, 21. He should be dead. Oh, fuck, dude. Okay, really good RNG here. Yeah, that would have been good RNG if I could get to him. Nice, dude. We did it at 309, dude. 309.01. Okay, well, right on, man. Sick, dude. Yeah, okay, if 259 possible, dude, 100% chance. Come on. Yo, thanks for the congrats, Wilco, dude. Yeah, I 100% think you can get it to the end. I lost a minute on this split because I just don't know where I'm going. I probably lost a minute here. I died in guardhouse. I lost a minute there, so that's 3 minutes already. And then I died in Favor's Isle. So I didn't lose 5 minutes here. I split late, but I still lost like probably like 4 minutes. Maybe 3 minutes. So like there's literally already 6 minutes just off of that. And then I also had to farm bombs. Yeah, items too. I had to farm bombs, so I lost like 4 minutes there. So I really think you can get like probably a 250 like 6. That's pretty cool though. You imagine cutting out all the bonks might save 3 minutes? Yeah, actually, I mean 90 frames. Usually a bonk is about 90 frames. You would only need 120 bonks, probably. If you think about it. I mean, you got a fucking 3-hour run. Like, unfortunately, you can't really cut out all the bonks because, like, the way the dashing works, like, you're just gonna bonk. Unless you want to walk the entire forest. Yeah, maybe you can get, like, a 249. Actually, I think you could probably get a 249 in this category, so. Hey, we'll take it, though. I'm done with Parallel Worlds, though. That's gonna be my last Parallel Worlds run. We found some really cool stuff, dude. Found yeah, that's not right. It'd be funny, though. I mean, maybe you could if you had a good controller and you like really rooted it out properly to like maximize time save. Actually, you probably could. There's two things with the bonking though. If you're right next to a bush, you bonk into it, you don't dash through it. So, and it's actually, I think it only works like up and down or something. So also if you're going head on to two bushes, you bonk into them. So the bonking's really hard to avoid because with the multi-dashing, even if you like tone it down and don't dash everywhere, you still like very frequently, you're very frequently going to bonk just on like mechanical stuff that it's like, well, wait a minute, I didn't even know I bonked there. But yeah, right on. I actually think my D-pad right now is like really good. I think it's really, really good. Like this D-pad, I only expect to last 2 weeks, but we might be able to get more of them because I have this many D-pads like replacements. If I can, like, they just suck balls. Like that's why I don't like these. But the D-pad I'm using right now is one of these. I boiled it and it feels a lot better. I don't know if it like originally felt that way because there's 10 of them. They're kind of all different. But when this one inevitably breaks, I'm gonna try to boil another one of these and see if it works. Yeah, boiling silicone actually does affect it. It actually changes like the properties, so it's not like completely made up. But yeah, boiling these D-pads actually isn't like a terrible idea. And then I also got an N64 D-pad. This is an N64 D-pad. It's OEM. The thing about the N64 D-pads is they're the same as the regular, but they have an extra like tail, so you could just cut the tail off. You just cut the tail off, and it might like, I don't know how it's gonna perform, but I want to try this out one day. You boil mine good, 45 seconds hot water. Oh, nice. I did 7 minutes in hot water. I heard if you boil it for about a minute and then throw it into like ice water for like 20 seconds, it'll shrink it. And if you shrink it, it should be a little bit more compact, and it should be tighter. You suggested that? The N64 D-pads? Yeah, it's a really big long shot. Like the material is different. You know, the whole thing is different, but I mean, it might work. So interesting note about the N64. This is the actual plastic, and this is a third-party D-pad. So they're identical in terms of like size. They're identical, but actually, the N64 might be bigger. No, they're identical. This one's curved, like it's tapered right here. I think it's to fit the D-pad or the shell of the N64 controller. Like if you ever look at an N64 controller, it looks flat on. That's because it's at an angle, but they're actually curved. It's really interesting. Yeah, notice how like it looks flat. Yeah, it's actually that's because of the shell. It's actually curved inside. I didn't know that. Is that even true? Like I don't even know if that's true. Maybe it's this way. Yeah, it's this way. That's weird. So this is like head on. So it's hard to notice that. But yeah, what matters is this ball bearing. So depending on the size and the width of this ball bearing, the D-pad actually like really changes. And I mean, I can show you, like I have like tons of different D-pads. Like these are all different. And none of these are even OEM. Oh no, these are. Yeah, depending on the ball bearing, it'll actually change the tension and the grip of the D-pad as well. So this is a third-party one. And the reason I know this is because on this third-party one, I was testing this out. And this ball bearing's thinner and it's different. And I don't like it. It's a lot worse. And the N64, it's very thin. So I'm guessing it works in an N64. I'm actually guessing this would not work in a SNES controller, but I kind of want to test it out just for fun someday. I also heard putting sticky tack on the bottom of a D-pad, putting sticky tack down here, gives you more grip. So that's very interesting. So like combining all of that, I actually have some options for fixing my controller. I also bought 11 of these white rubbers from eBay. Maybe some of them will be good. That'd be nice. But yeah, I actually have a lot of options for fixing my controllers and like just going into the future. You know, over the next 12 months, because that's the plan. We're going to try to grind out Illegal Pass NMG. I want to get a 122.39. That's kind of the plan, grind it out. I need a good controller for that. I'm confident I can get a 2239 with a good D-pad. I'm very confident I can. But I need a good D-pad, and that's what I want to spend 2020 doing. And I have some options. We have options and opportunities, so. Behemoth used the SNES mini D-pad, then got 2 SM World Records. Really? Because I heard they are very similar, but they do a left plus right input. And if you do a left plus right input in Link to the Past, what happens is Link will he'll moonwalk backwards, and it's a banned glitch. Because if you do the left right while in a doorway, you'll pump, and you move 3 pixels per frame. And that's a banned input. So in the Link to the Past, those are invalid. Like there's just no question. Now those would be functional if you could get the ball bearing. And the reason they left plus right, it's actually the same as this blue D-pad. So this blue D-pad I got from Amazon, and they're actually pretty good, but they also have this left plus right problem. It's because when you poke the actual pad down, if you can see that, they go down too far. This like black part, it'll go down too far. It's too deep, and what happens is you can easily press both of them at the same time. The normal D-pad, well, actually that was not normal. Yeah, these normal D-pads, they don't go down that far. Like you can barely see the black part. They don't go down as far, so because of the size of the ball bearing, because the ball bearing's pretty thick, it prevents them both hitting the contact point. You can hit the contact point if your controller's damaged or if you press really hard. But yeah, with these blue D-pads and the same with the SNES mini ones, they don't have the issue. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he's not getting that left right issue. It might be because in Super Metroid. Maybe in Super Metroid doing a left plus right input doesn't do anything. So he you know, you're kind of lucky for Super Metroid. Maybe he was able to make a workaround. Maybe there's multiple different brands. Because I haven't personally tested that. I had a guy who tested that, and he gave me a pretty good feedback on that, like pretty reliable feedback on that. So I don't know. Basically, from what I understand, it's not viable for Link to the Past. But yeah, that is really interesting actually. But yeah, guys, that's actually my last Parallel Worlds run. It took, I think it was 16 days on Parallel Worlds. A lot of fun, actually. We got the All Dungeons record, the Any Percent record, the Hundo record, and then the Light World All Dungeons record, which isn't really a serious category. And then also, this has Red Boomerang, too, by the way. Yeah, I kind of want to do more runs to this category. Like, I think it was more like, if there was more people cared and all that stuff. There's a few things I wanted to change. Number one, I wanted to get rid of one of the splits. So there's like 2 splits that are pretty dumb. One of them is the items 4 split. It's 1 minute and 20 seconds long, and there's no variance in it. So why is that even a split at all? It's because I wanted a Ganon split that's just Ganon, and then I didn't want to put that on Parallel Tower, so I didn't know where to put it. So I just made its own split, even though it's like it's like the ultimate meme split. Now, maybe what we could do is just throw it on the Ganon split, because it's not that big of a deal anyway. But the other meme split I have is right here. It's Sheik's. Yeah, right before Sheik's hideout, items 3. So this split was a lot longer before, because I didn't know what I was doing. And because I was getting the arrow and bomb upgrades. But with no arrow and bomb upgrades, this split's like 2 minutes long. Like, yeah, it's like 2.5 minutes long. Like, why is this split here? So I want to get rid of this split.